Hello everyone. Sorry for no sound. It's a little bit embarrassing as I'm still learning how to use this app. So I'm gonna give you a short overview of what we are doing today. As usually, this is Alex from All About Lapland, showing you daily life here that we have and showing you the things that are dear to me, which are of course Christmas, nature, forest, northern lights and stuff like that. And this December I'm on my daily pledge to show you Lapland so we can get closer to each other. So today I'm decided to do something different, and this is not to show you Santa or elf or the reindeer. I wanted to show you how close nature is here from Lapland. And I've started the stream in Santa Village, and already 3 minutes outside I'm basically in nature, and this is where we have Santa's nature trail starting just near Santa Village. So this is already the start of the trail. It's a marked trail, so there are planks to walk on. So Santa Village is left just behind us. This, as you can see, still Santa's office, and right here we have a very good nature trail that goes into the forest, and this is what I'm gonna do. Santa Claus Forest. So this I'm gonna do today. Show you how close the nature is, and this is also the map of the area. So we started over here in the village, walked under the main motorway, and this is the start, and I'm going to go maybe not all the way. I'm not sure if it makes sense, but I'm going to go for some way into the forest that you can see some stuff around. Joulupukin metsän luontopolku. So this is a Santa Claus Forest Nature Trail, and Santa himself is a great fan of nature, so let's go. And as you can see, literally 5 minutes walk away from the Santa Village you have this really amazing nature trail. If I would start right here, you wouldn't be able to tell where I am, and if that's I'm only 5 minutes away from Santa Village. Already it looks like in the middle of nature, which is kind true. We still have civilization on our right. There's a gas station, the motorway, and Santa Village behind. But here we are, already going into the forest. And I really like to walk these trails, no matter the season. Always works in summer, in autumn, in winter as well. And if it's too much snow, you can always take snowshoes or snow skis, and I think we're going to do that at some point when we have lots of snow. I'm going to go on the nature walks with you guys with the skis. Well, we have some doggy trails here, so local people are very outgoing for nature, so really like to explore. So we have beans on toast. Hello, how are you doing? We have Itsai. How are you doing? How is the weather? Well, it has been the same for 2 weeks now. Cloudy and occasional snows. Very dark. Actually, it was a bit of a rush for me to go here because I had to do some work for some deadlines, and I also wanted to still escape the city when it's not entirely dark. So I did my work very fast today and decided that now I will go outside while I still can, while there is still some light. But I think in about 1 hour it will be already quite dark. So no aurora definitely today, but we have good forecast. I think it was for Thursday night. So I'm not sure we will have good activity on Thursday night, but I will do my best, guys, to bring Northern Lights to you. So I'm gonna go hunting on Thursday night, but I'm not sure if there will be a live stream. Of course I will have all my equipment to make it happen for you guys, because I really missed the auroras now. For not seeing them 2-3 weeks, that's kind of a little bit boring without the auroras. I think it could be nice if we have at least one night per week to see the auroras. So, if you're just joining me, this is Alex from All About Lapland, and I'm exploring Santa's forest over here, just behind Santa Claus Village. Santa Claus Village is left behind me. What I wanted to do is something different today. It's not visit the usual things that we visit in the Santa Village quite often. Of course, they are very enjoyable, but I wanted to show you something around the village. Oh, there are some flock of birds there. Really cool. I haven't seen that many birds in a while. All right. So literally 10 minutes away from Santa Village, our main attraction in whole Lapland, where most of the tourists come, 10 minutes away you have this beautiful forest. Or actually it's even shorter, like 3 or 5 minutes if you are fast to walk. But it took me 10 minutes to get here from the center of the village. Oh, look, there is a fighter jet. Damn it. We are also near the airport, so occasionally these fighter jets, they remind us that we are not 100% in the wilderness, and they break the idyllic image that we have, but that's normal life, so not to worry then. It's like saying, I'm really jealous of you sometimes. You're living in a magical place. Yes, that's true. And the thing is, not many people appreciate the things that we have or they have nearby. So for example, for us, it's this amazing wilderness. And indeed, many locals, they go outside and walk the trails and enjoy nature. It's a big thing in Finland, but not many people exactly realize how cool this is, that you can just go outside into the beautiful nature. Even with the roaring sound of a fighter jet, from time to time you can still enjoy. And there's a question, are there wildlife in these forests? Yeah, there are wildlife. And speaking about wildlife, we have some rabbit tracks over here, some wild rabbit tracks. So cute. He was sitting here before going forward. So definitely lots of rabbits. Birds you've seen a moment ago. A reindeer can roam anywhere they like. Well, there are quite a lot of rabbits here. So reindeer are free to roam anywhere they like. I don't remember seeing them that close to Santa Village, but you can spot them a few kilometers further away from here, further north from here, as we go less into less dense populated area. So I'm not sure what's happening today, but I'm hearing lots of noises from the fighter jet, and now there's some kind of helicopter thing happening. I suppose that the military are playing their toys now, because we also have a military in Lapland. So I think they're practicing as well. But that's what it is. That's real life, guys. I'm really showing you what's happening here. Sometimes it's like that. Well, in any case, you only have to go a few hundreds of meters and you are in the wintry forest like this. And it has snowed some more, as you can see. The trees are getting covered with snow, which is quite cool indeed. So there's much more snow here than in the city, around 20 centimeters at least. Are there bears or wolves out there? Yes, there are, but they're not very numerous. So wolves, I think their population is kept low intentionally to about 200, 250, because otherwise the reindeer herders think that they will eat all the reindeer. Of course, I'm not sure if it's the right way of thinking of it, but that's how it is. Here we have a little place to sit and look into the forest out there. And bears, they do live here and there. They are more common in the eastern part of Lapland, because there is much less people living. There is more nature. And also sometimes bears like to go onto the Russian side of the border, and on the Russian side of the border there are even more bears. So the population is scattered more into the eastern Finland, eastern Lapland as well. But at this time of year, I think it's really unlikely to see any bears, because they are probably hibernating at the moment. And if you meet a bear in midwinter, it means that this bear has a very bad sleep, and it can be quite quite an unpleasant encounter for both of you if you meet the bear at this time of the year. But I suppose that they are now hibernating, and they should wake up somewhere around March, mid-March or February. I guess it depends on the bear and on the season. Oh, here, by the way, you've asked about wildlife. We have some reindeer tracks, so I guess I was wrong. You can see or have reindeer in this area, or maybe it's maybe it is the reindeer ride track. I'm not really sure. I think it could be. I think they might use this track as well for reindeer rides. But anyway, in any case, this is the reindeer tracks. I cannot really tell if the reindeer came here and used the track, or are they pulling the sled here. I think, judging from this trail, the second one is more likely. Well, in any case, you should meet a lot of wild reindeer in the forest as well. Well, this looks like a wild reindeer track, indeed. I don't think they would go with the sled here, so maybe it is that. Maybe you have both, who knows? I'm not Hercule Poirot to tell you what happened, but these are the reindeer tracks going into the forest. Definitely. So maybe they just walked this trail and they were not pulling the sled. And some more rabbit tracks here. So indeed, lots of wildlife, as you can see from the tracks. I think that it's really unlikely to meet some wildlife like that I'm talking, making noise and blah blah blah. I think I'm a beacon for them to stay away. But in any case, the tracks tell us now that there are lots of wildlife. Indeed. Some other tracks here as well. I'm not sure what animal this is. Itza is asking, are reindeer friendly or attacking in the forest? Reindeer are very dumb, so they will not attack you. They probably just run away. They are cute and dumb. And their dumbness is cute as well. I hope that explains the situation. So no, they will not attack you. They'll probably just run away from you. All right, and here I have some kind of crossroads. I guess it's a crossroads for the snowmobile tracks, and you can see that this is how the snowmobile tracks look like. This is like a highway in the forest. So they've cleared the trees, they make it flat, but otherwise in summer this is just some wilderness still. No trees, but it's natural kind of forest plants on the ground, and when winter comes, when there is enough snow, then they can make it into a snowmobiling highway. And in this case it follows the electric line, so it's easier. You don't need to clear too much trees. So here we have one of the major crossroads for snowmobiles. It's really quiet now as we don't have tourist safaris happening, maybe a few. So mainly it's the locals who are using the tracks now. Actually we can go and see where you can arrive with the snowmobiles from here. Well, you can go to Sodankylä, which is the next city 130 kilometers north. So you can go to the next city on a snowmobile. Don't need a car. And we are at Napapiiri, so the Arctic Circle. Well, it's actually 151 because I guess the tracks to Sodankylä is a little bit longer because it has to go like different ways, not like the motorway. Käyräämä is the next village where you can tank some gas. Rovaniemi city center, it's 10, and Ounasjoki, it's the river, 10 kilometers this way. And there, judging from the sounds, there is a husky farm behind that trees. And there's also a sign of Santa's House of Snowmobile. This is one of the places that operate in Santa Village, so we are just 1 kilometer away from the Santa Village and we are already in the forest. But I'm going to continue and find the trail for pedestrians. Not that there is any traffic, but anyway. Oh, and here we have a very cool map of Rovaniemi, so you can see where we are actually. This is made for snowmobiling, so the blue lines are the snowmobiling tracks. So the city of Rovaniemi is here, where I do lots of live streams from the city center over here. I also go a lot to Ounasvaara, this hill over here, where you can see a whole city and the north from this way. Then Santa Village is here, where I do lots of streams as well. The airport is on our left, that's why we had this roaring sound. And this is where we are right now. So the trail that we go continues over here into this forest. But you can access so many places with the snowmobiles. You can go around, you can go in circles basically and have a really cool snowmobile adventure. And you don't need to book a safari for that if you know how to drive a snowmobile, like really know how to drive a snowmobile, not just seen how somebody drives a snowmobile. You can rent it and explore the trails. Of course, most of the people who come here, they are not that good at snowmobiling and they don't have experience in driving that. So for them, it's much more safer to book a safari tour and go with a guide. And it's also much safer for everybody's security over here. So our walking trail continues into the forest, and I guess this one they use for huskies or for reindeer. I guess it's for huskies, and because judging of the sound of the huskies on our left and the tracks of the reindeer that we saw here, and we see them everywhere. These are reindeer tracks. They are just wild reindeer roaming around searching for food. Well, here you can see how reindeer behave. They come around, they dig snow, and they find food which is growing on the ground, which is frozen. They find food and eat it there, and then they move on. So that's how reindeer operate. You can see there is a whole bunch of reindeer tracks here, despite the fact that we are relatively close to civilization with Santa Village 1 kilometer that way, the husky farm, the snowmobiling tracks, and so on. So nature is quite near here in Lapland. And we have Sibi Rochner joining from Denmark. Hello, Denmark. I suppose you don't have much snow there yet, if ever. And here behind the camera is Alex with daily live videos from Lapland. I really enjoy to make them live for you because, first of all, I don't have time for editing the videos like that, and the second thing, I really enjoy this kind of interactive possibility to talk with you. And also, I don't personally, I don't have anything to hide. I mean, if it's a helicopter flying around, well, that's life. That's that's the modern century. You have helicopters in this century, so why not? And but we also have this beautiful nature, so all of that is true and does not exclude each other. Krochner is saying sometimes we do have snow, but I guess not much, like a little bit. Actually, the amount of snow that we have here, it's not much either. This winter was a bit weird with lots of snow coming in October, like even more than now. There was even more snow than now. Well, about the same in mid-October, and it stayed on the ground for 2 weeks, and then it became warm again and everything melted. It was dark, the ground was dark again, not covered, and then slowly and slowly the winter restarted to produce us with this view. So my point of this video, as I started it at the Santa Claus Village, is to show you what is around it. Like, do you have houses? Yeah, we have houses like that way on Santa Village, but not many. Most of the thing that you can find around Santa Claus Village, it's like this kind of view. We are just less than 1.5 kilometers from Santa Village, so I guess it's a little bit interesting perspective, because in many countries you have major attractions like the castles and, you know, Disneylands and stuff like that. They are in a very densely populated area, so it's only like this little piece of magic, and then outside it's just, you know, brutal reality. But here our reality is this, outside of our attractions. Like anywhere you go, on a ski resort, like on a hotel in the forest, that's the reality outside the attractions. Here we have lots of snow, so guys in Denmark, you can look at it. Here we have some kind of sign, because we are walking on a nature trail and there is some explanations. Well, that's a kind of interesting sign. Have seen a few years. Moorland spruce swamps. So it tells us that we are in a swamp area, meaning that this area here is quite wet when there is no snow. And this is how it looks like in winter. So it's actually more easy to move around the small swamp area in winter when you have everything covered with snow and ice, and it's firm, instead of in summer when it's like wet everywhere. Beans and Roses asking, is there an ice hotel nearby? Well, actually guys, well, I have to tell you, today one of the ice hotels that we have in Rovaniemi has opened, and it's a little bit different direction from here. It's actually west. Yes, west is this way. It's about 30 kilometers west from here. They opened today, and as I've seen that, I've wrote them, can I go and visit and do live videos from there? And then they answered, sure you can. And then in 5 minutes they answered, well, we have a little bit construction left to do, so can you come tomorrow, not today? So I said, well, I will come tomorrow. So I have I have told you already what I'm going to do tomorrow, but you've asked for it. It's a funny coincidence. So tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going to go to the ice hotel and do live videos from there. And today I decided to do this for you. So that is the ice hotel story. More about it tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel, I guess, and and wait for it to come. I will come back to Rovaniemi next Christmas. Yes, that's sounds like a plan. So now we walked a little bit more, and it's like it became really quiet now. No husky sound, no helicopters, and the forest is getting denser. So how cool is that? Like, even if you visit Rovaniemi and its most popular attractions, you can do something different. You have an option of doing this also, not only Christmas the reindeer and the huskies. You can just enjoy nature like that, and it's free. Oh, and here we have some brook, which is not frozen, surprisingly. Still open. And as you can see, the water has very dark brown color. And this comes from the peatlands. So the peatlands, the wetlands, they produce this kind of brown, rusty brown color for the water. That's why most of the water in lakes and rivers is that color, with a few exceptions, but this is how it looks like. And there's a wonderful sound of the stream also. Let me bring it closer to you so you can hear the natural sound. How cool is that? I think seeing this brook is almost as great experience, or even experience, with seeing the Christmas lights at the Santa Village, at least for me. That's nice. And there is snow over here. So cool. Oh, here we have a tree that doesn't let through. Have to go lower, have to duck under. There we go. So the stream lives here. Quite nice. I mean, would you believe me that I'm almost at the Santa Claus Village if I would start the video here? I don't think you will. Oh yeah, and the forest is getting denser. Actually, if I were to decide that after the ice hotel I would go and explore more of this wilderness like that, what do you guys say? Would you like me to do more of this kind of video? Because this is what I personally like a lot, just to walk the trails, take photos and enjoy the tranquility of nature. Of course, I also like some activities, but if you have any wishes of what to do and where to go, what kind of themes are you interested in, like animals, city life, restaurants, or nature? Like, if you have any tips or wishes, just put them in the comments and I'll see what I can do, because I'm planning to do daily live videos now, at least in December. We'll see how about in January. I guess regularly as well. Of course, I know that you all guys wait for another lights, but this is more kind of a special thing. Something that I cannot really plan for. Oh, there is another little brook, and it's frozen. This one is frozen. How nice is that? So as we are really close from the motorway, maybe like 1 kilometer or maybe less, I still hear lots of hum from that. But otherwise, this looks like a really wild place already in the wild. And Itsai is saying, yes, we would love to see the raw beauty of nature. Well done, at least for Itsai. I have a few plans where I would go and show you the winter beauty. The one thing that really stops me a little bit, it's that it's so cloudy, and I want to save some of the cool spots for sunny days. Oh, by the way, this is the snowmobile track. So Beans and Toast is saying, I love the forest videos, reindeer feeding. Can we have a husky ride or reindeer sled ride? Haha. Well, I think that we could. Actually, I did some of these in the past years on our Facebook channel. And these days when I was visiting the husky farms and reindeer farms, first of all, something that stopped me, I really don't wanted you to guys feel jealous that I'm here enjoying and you guys are just watching. So first of all, this was something that came to my mind, like, should I really do that and enjoy it here while you can't? So I just showed you the huskies and the reindeer as well. This was one thing. And the second thing, I really don't want to, you know, if they would say to me like, do you want to get it to take a ride, I would say sure. Probably I would say sure, and I would say like, let's go. But as they didn't offer, I'm a bit too shy to ask, so I didn't do that yet this winter. But maybe I will ask them and do something special for you guys with one of the husky providers or reindeer ride providers. So I guess I will do that at some point. And it's, I think we enjoy to see you enjoy. Well, good, it's a deal then. I will ask them. Nowadays it's a bit difficult to I feel really spoiled that we can enjoy all the life here while many people can't. So I guess that was a little bit stopping me in a sense. And here, I guess this is a husky trail. Yes, this is one of the husky trails here, looks like it. So as we are near Santa Village, we are in this kind of joint area where you have husky tracks, snowmobile tracks, and also tracks for the people. But of course it's not that dense in other places. It's only because we are near Santa Village. In most of the places you only have trails or maybe occasional snowmobile tracks. And I can see that it's getting quite dark already, so I think I'm gonna finish soon. And I guess the trail is also ending at some point. So I think what we will do, guys, is that I will walk some more here, take some few pictures, and tomorrow, if all goes well, I will visit the Ice Hotel and I will live stream from there. Usually they've done really great job there, like with the big hotel. I'm not sure if their plans have changed significantly due to the situation, so it might be smaller than in the previous years, but I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. I'm only guessing. So we'll see about that on tomorrow's stream. It's Ice saying, your streams are therapy for us and you refreshment in our lives. Well, that's the idea of these live streams, that we can share the fun and help each other. Here we have a really huge stone. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this little video. It started at the Santa Village and there was no sound for the first few minutes because this app, I haven't still learned how to use that properly. Pushed the wrong button, but anyway, nature is really close here in Lapland, as you can see. Just a little walk from any place and you are in the middle of the forest, much similar to that. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you want to support us, please subscribe, push the like button, and also we have a very cool Finnish design shop, which is aurorashop.fi, where we have souvenirs made by local real people and authentic gifts, chocolates, reindeer horn and wooden products, reindeer hides and all the cool stuff. Also there are postcards printed on wooden plywood with my best pictures. So hope you enjoy, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. This place is really amazing. I haven't been here in a while, definitely not lately in winter, so it was a surprise how cool this place is. Like even like Santa's Santa's magic forest. It's really cool looking. In any case, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching and stay cool.